Yo, y'all listening? Do you feel me? You got me? You know what time it is. My Hero Academia, Season 6, Episode 3. Let's jump right in. Alright, right from the start, my man Ed shot, Quirk, folded body. When he folded himself into that, needle basically, and shot himself through the hearts, or he revealed the lungs of all those villains, I almost shut my computer down right there. That was insane. I got hyped 30 seconds into the episode. And that's what you want. You want to wake up hype, unlike some other shows on She-Hulk. But anyways, that was crazy, man. It reminded me of Yondu, from Marvel with the arrow. With a quirk like that, with an ability like that, it's hard to stop someone who can do something like that. And that just goes back to the theme of the show. Once you reach the top 10, any of those heroes, Miracle, obviously, Endeavor, Hawks, as we saw, and I believe Ed shot is Hero 6, they can all solo, they're all powerful. So when you put them together, it just becomes OP, Justice League style. But just that use of his quirk and just showing that he has that level of power to just go straight through someone's chest, man, come on, man. What you gonna do against someone like that? Super sick moment. It was just dope. So moving forward in the episode a little bit, when Tsukuyomi, the bird, the Falcon hero, used his shadow and sent it down into that tunnel, I got hyped just in that moment. I got hyped literally off of that. He becomes more powerful the more exposed to darkness, the more enveloped in darkness that he is. So sending him into a tunnel underground, if y'all remember the battles, the student battles from the first season, he becomes almost invulnerable. He's legitimately one of the stronger heroes, definitely from the students. So giving him pure darkness like that, you got a serious problem on your hands. So I got hyped when he sent his shadow down into the tunnel, because I knew what kind of power he was going to be able to access. I was like, he's about to solo. But then they brought out my man Redestro, and as soon as he came on screen, I was like, oh yeah, he's probably the one dude off top who can just hang with them, just in a pure battle of strength. Because Redestro's no joke, man. I know y'all remember Season 5, which had some issues, not as many issues as Season 3. We don't need to go back that far. But, it had some issues. But Redestro, the fight with him and Shigaraki, the dude's OP, bro. He really is. So when he squared up and stopped the shadow, I was like, okay, that's someone who probably could square up with him. But his leg is weakened due to his fight with Shigaraki. He has a prosthetic now. So he used his strength, but it broke. And I was like, okay, Tsukuyomi might be able to take him now. He actually might be able to. Because I thought we were about to see a brawl. I got hype again. I was like, Tsukuyomi versus Redestro at 6 in the morning? Let's go. I was about to get hype, but they cut it short. He had the weak leg. Yeah, man, that was a dope moment. They showed Gigantomachia down there just hanging out. So that was kind of weird, but he's around. It was a good moment. It was a good moment. So moving forward to the premiere whole part of the episode, Hawks versus Twice, or really Hawks and Twice's whole interaction. So, he reveals that he's a hero and, so on and so forth. So now they got to square up. Now, when, after the commercial break, when Twice duplicated, I was like, I was actually a little bit worried for a second, because I was like, that's why Hawks is here, to stop this dude because he's so powerful, or potentially bring him over to the hero side. He can make an army out of himself with, presumably no cost to his physical being or mental state. He can just do it. So when he started duplicating, I was like, oh, man, this is the worst case scenario. Hawks might have an issue. But I knew in my mind, I was like, well, when he became a double agent, he knew that, or actually a secret agent. He knew that the possibility of him fighting Twice might come up at some point. So he's probably prepared for it. So I was like, okay, he should be all right. All that turned out to be completely irrelevant, because Hawks is just stronger than Twice. He's just stronger than him. Even when he duplicated, he said, man, broke out the feathers and just started slicing each body up individually at incredible speed. And I was like, oh, he just outclasses this dude. That's why he's the number 2 hero. Hawks is the number 2 hero. He's the number 2 hero behind Endeavor. If All Might, were still, All Might, he would be the number 3 hero. All Might, Endeavor, and Hawks. AKA, this dude's not a joke. He's not someone you can play with, by any means whatsoever. So when he started slicing Twice up, I was like, yeah, is Twice the number 2 villain? Maybe he could be if he had the mental state, because his power is OP. but is he the number 2 villain? Nah. Definitely not. Number 1 is Shigaraki, obviously. Number 2, probably Gigantomachia. Yeah, who would be number 2 after Shigaraki? The point is, it's not twice, and we saw that, man. Yeah, Hawks just tore him up. It wasn't fair. Someone who could duplicate to army level, Hawks just like completely nullified him. He said his feathers were moving around faster than he could see. Probably much, much faster. So that put all my fears to rest. Hawks just classed him, man. Straight up. He's the number 2 hero. And that's why I like this show, because they have the rankings, the power. It's just good. It's just good. It's just a dope show. So, but he went on to show why he's the number 2 hero when Dabi showed up. So, you know, he was about to just take Twice out the game. He's like, well, I kind of tried to make you a hero, but you want to be emotional about it. I'll just take you out right here and now. Dabi shows up with the flames, burns his feathers. They'll grow back, but right now he's kind of, you know, slightly disabled in the moment. But that didn't matter. This man Hawks was moving around like he was from Naruto, like a straight ninja, bro. Oh, you thought you had me. Nah, jumping off the edge of the building, all sorts of crazy stuff. Yeah, man. As the hero scale goes up, like I said, if you're in the top 10, you can solo, like you're just powerful. But Hawks, number 2 hero, this dude is legit. Like almost impossible to fight to a certain extent. So, man, yeah, every time they showed how he got away from an attack or that he even got away from it to begin with, I'm like, yo, this dude is just legit. He's just legit. So I enjoyed that whole scene. I'm sure everyone did. It was just great. It was great. So, yes. And they skip forward a little bit, and I like how they keep showing Shigaraki, like they're working on him, you know, making him this beast. He's like this demon lurking in the background, which he is. I mean, that's kind of his personality. But I forget. No, I think the scientist said he's going to give him one for all, which is horrifying. But it might be all for one. Either way, you know, they got him lurking in the background, about to become a monumental issue. He's already powerful enough with his decay quirk. One for all for one, like, because I don't read the manga. So manga readers, y'all know what's going to go down. I'm like a little nervous. Deku needs to get it together. He's the only person who can fight him, and he's going to have his skills at top level, Naruto mastering Kyuubi style, to fight this dude. So, you know, I'm anxious for that, excited for it. But yeah, I like how they keep showing him in the background, just like being built, you know, super creepy, this demon lurking in the background. Yes. But of course, the most important part of the episode, obviously, the death of Twice at the hands of Hawks. Just took him out the game. He said, yo, man, I tried to make you the homie. I could have brought you to the hero side, albeit selfishly, just so we could have your power. But, you know, you could have been alive. You know, you could have been with us. They showed the little cutscene, Dabi's flames, Hawks behind him with the arrow, had his other clone hemmed up. Yeah, man, Twice is gone. You know, he's just dead. Which, I mean, you know, it's a positive for the heroes, because now there's a chance that they can fight the villains, like, legitimately. I mean, they could have probably figured it out before, but Twice can just make himself an army, like, with no known extent. We don't know any extent to Hawks' like size, like multiple man style Marvel. Like, you know, it would have been a serious issue, and that's why Hawks was there to either convert or destroy Twice. And it came to the point where he just had to, you know, he had to take him out the game. So that was the most important episode. I mean, part of the episode. It sets, you know, the tone for really the rest of the season, because he was just going to be a huge issue, a gigantic problem. But he's gone now. Hawks, you know, completed his mission. So that was the most important part of the episode. All right. So now, yes, their biggest problems are Gigantomachia. I mean, we saw what it took to even like subdue him in season 5. I'm not sure really if he can be defeated or like what the conditions are, but he's way out there. And obviously Shigaraki, but he's the main villain of the season. It's gonna be some All Might versus All for One stuff to deal with him. Yes. So room for improvement. I don't really say this often. I do not say this often. Really nothing. I could nitpick, but there really was like no like definitive thing that like could be better or that dragged the episode down. This episode rectified the issues. This is my hero. I mean, this is how many issues it really have. It's a great show. The issues of the previous 2 episodes where, you know, it was a little slow, especially in the middle, almost like drug, but there was none of that. There was action through this entire episode. It had the emotional weight. It had the surprises. Just Hawks like getting out of each of those attacks. It was a surprise each and every time. So sick. And it contained a very important moment with the death of Twice. So it had essentially every element of a great episode of, any sort of TV show. So no room for improvements. I could nitpick, but it was good. It was solid. So the rating. All that being said, it gets a 4 out of 5. A 4 out of 5. The reason being, we know what a 5 out of 5 My Hero episode looks like, or even a 6 out of 5, going up the scale. This was a great episode. Nothing bad I can say about it. But we know what levels this show can get to. We're all aware. So, yeah, man. I'm definitely waiting for that. This season will more than likely contain some of those like high level, like way out there moments. But this was a solid episode. A great 4 out of 5. All right, man. And y'all know it. That's it. That's all I got for you. Very fun. I always have fun, waking up in the morning. And this is what I was alluding to back with She-Hulk. And I'm gonna stop talking about that show. I'm gonna let that show go because it's over. Let's let it be what it is. Even back to like Captain America, Winter Soldier, that was a spoiler. I would wake up and just be like, yo, it would give me, I have my coffee and just get hype. And this is what it did. It's X a.m. in the morning right now. I watched the episode. I'm hyped. This is good. This is very good. So yes, Black Adam is coming out here in just a few days. So I'm gonna go see that. Again, DC's Last Chance with me. And I'll have the review for that. Pretty excited. The Rock's my favorite actor, as y'all know. So we'll see what's up with that. Black Panther. What I consider the turnaround film for Marvel. They didn't really get too deep in the gutter. I just said I wasn't going to talk about She-Hulk anymore. She-Hulk is an anomaly in production, not just for Marvel, in video and film production in history. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I want to know. I feel like years later we're going to get one of those like specials and be like, the story behind She-Hulk, and they're going to explain why they made it like that. They're going to let us know why they did that. Because it can't be something like, it's not normal logical reasons, and there's something else in there, because that show is just, it is something, and it's not good. At any rate, Black Panther is the turnaround film, because aside from She-Hulk, Phase 4, a lot of people have problems with Phase 4. I didn't think it was that bad. Thor was okay. Doctor Strange, pretty cool. It was good. Phase 4 was solid. But yeah, this is going to get Marvel back on track. It's got an Iron Man, variant in the film. We've seen the trailers. Super excited for Black Panther. November 11th. Be ready for that review. And My Hero next week, of course. I know. Be here. Be ready for that. That's going to be super dope. The show is picking up steam. It's getting good. But back on Marvel for a second. Black Panther is the last major release of Marvel for 2022. That's it. We still have a little space left in the year. Thanksgiving, Christmas. And this is the last major release. Kind of crazy. There's nothing really. The next major film release is Ant-Man Wasp, Quantumania. Pretty excited for that. I'm sure they're going to have some more, it's going to have a deeper importance to the Marvel Universe. If they keep their quality of, threading all the storylines together. Which they got away from a little bit in Phase 4, but yeah, we all know Ant-Man was pivotal in Infinity War. Endgame made the whole thing possible. So this is going to have some elements that are likely going to be very, extremely important later on down the road. So I'm excited for that film. The next show is Secret Invasion. Got my man Samuel L. Jackson, helming the ship. Got his own show. Looks good. Actually looks great. Excited for that. That's in spring 2023. And then What If? Not everyone watched that. Highly recommend to go watch What If. One of the best products of the Marvel, the MCU. It's just great. Yeah, I could go on and on about What If. I love it. But What If Season 2 is coming out in early 2023. So, yeah, man, this is going into a little Marvel winter to mirror our Earth winter, our actual winter. Yeah. Guess I got My Hero for y'all. So, yeah. But Black Panther, bless you, definitely the flag bearer, standard bearer for the end of 2022. And I believe it's going to bring Marvel back to its full glory, Definitely excited for this film. And that's it, okay? Plexico City, doing it big. It's time, and no, it is the weekend now, I believe. What is today? Yeah, I think it's weekend time. So enjoy your weekend. Have fun. All that good stuff. And as I always say, man, you're enjoying the city life, the wind, the air. Y'all know Mexico City's on top of a mountain. Look that up. So enjoying that as well. And enjoy yourselves. As I always say, because I genuinely mean it, stay up. You want to be this direction, not this direction. Stay up. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.